Well, shall we do some healing work? Anyone volunteering to be healed?
Well, Frank, I started putting it in our little chat room of ours. My son-in-law, Jason, has been going in for some tests. He's being tested for either myalgia, he might have lupus or
fibromyalgia.
Fibromyalgia. They're not quite sure.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like it's phosphine poisoning.
But they figure it's some type of autoimmune, and I haven't heard back from him. He's been gone this weekend.
Okay.
But I told him we'd do some for him.
Well, let's everyone shift our consciousness now. We're all very focused on the information that's been coming forth here. So now you need to shift out of your conscious reasoning frontal lobes, trying to take all this in and incorporate it. But I'd like to show you a quick technique of internalizing that information so you'll be able to use it the next time you actually have opportunity. Just close your eyes and just be aware of your frontal lobes of your brain. And it just feels like they're full of energy, and they are, because it's your frontal lobes trying to hold on to all the thought forms that it's processing through. Now, the way to take that from short-term memory in your frontal lobes, everything we talked about, is simply take your attention to it, wrap your awareness around it. It's just like reaching out and wrapping it up in a silk sheet or something, and pull that energy you feel in your frontal lobes down to the base of your brain, and just release it down the spine, down into the hard disk. It's just like saving on your computer. That energy will just flow away out of your frontal lobes. Down to, and it'll associate with what you already know. And it'll be available for you when you need that information again. All you have to do is think about Rich or I and what we said, and that kind of ask for that information. It'll rise right back up in your consciousness, how to do everything we told you about. Okay. Now, notice your brains feel clear again. So if we hadn't cleared that, that would have been an obstruction to stepping back into the healing mode. So take your awareness into your forehead now, and just move right straight back in your head. Move back through the soul center, back through the psychic center, all the way back, kind of behind your ears, and you'll feel yourself expand. That expansion is a clue that you're in the subconscious mind. You'll notice that your frontal lobes, that chatter is shut off, and that's the way you want it. Now drop your awareness down the spine, just kind of pulling and extending that point in the back of your head, down the spine to the heart center. And with the awareness that the heart center is where everything occurs. Now drop your awareness on down the spine to the root chakra, and on down into the earth, and anchor into the earth mind polarity there, the female polarity. And this is the connection you have to make to do good healing work, because here you're stepping into the field of manifestation or demanifestation. Now bring your awareness back up to the heart center and bring up earth energy with you. The female energy that holds the form of what you manifest in the standing ways. Now hold that there and reach up, back up the spine, out through the crown chakra to oversoul, to the male polarity and pull that down through the top of your head, because the male has the intent. He has the form, he has the picture of what needs to be done. Then the female supplies the basic earth mind, earth energy to create that form. Pull it down to the heart center, the 0 point in the heart. Now you know you're ready to heal because you stepped into the healing mode. Okay, let's look at Jason now, Susan's son-in-law. And to do that, you extend yourself out through Earth Mind, the grid of Earth Mind consciousness, to Jason. Jason and Susan, with her focus of consciousness, she knows where he is. So we go through Susan to Jason. Now I do all of this with feeling, with clairsentience. And I'm asking for Jason, and Jason just appears, and we feel Jason's condition. He just feels weak and confused, disoriented. He can't focus, can't get any energy up. Well, the first thing we're going to do is clear Jason of entities, if he has any. So I'll check, yes, he does. And entities can give a person these exact symptoms. So through the power of the Christ within us, Jason, we command your entities to go into the light. Release and go into the light now. We're calling the helpers from the Book of the Dead to assist these entities to their own right and proper place. And you feel them just release. Jason's clearing up already. And we close the entities, close off. Now, and the entities will come in when people get sick and weak, and their aura breaks too, and that may have been what happened to him. But they do love alcoholics and drug addicts. All right, now, back to Jason. I'm dowsing. I have my dowsing tool so I can ask questions. Does he have fibromyalgia? No. Does he have chronic fatigue? No. Does he have a mental condition that's exacerbated by what he's doing in life and his reality? Yes. Is this like a hopelessness, a helplessness of giving up because he can't fight the burdens any longer? And he wants to actually be in a condition where people nurse, love, and take care of him. Now this is the subconscious we're working with, not his conscious mind. But the subconscious is creating this situation, this appearance of illness within his system. So what we do is go to the people who know Jason and who nurture him, take care of him, and Susan. Now, people help us with this healing. We want you to open up a flow of unconditional love from your hearts to Jason. So he'll feel nurtured and empowered and healthy, and he'll find a point, and he'll work through these problems that are got him off his path now, and feel a great emotional shock. And Jason can come back onto his path, find reason for living, and experience what his soul came in to do in this lifetime. Just direct unconditional love energy to Jason now. It has the capacity to heal any real, honest problems that Jason has in his system. So we do that also. And you feel the heat coming out through your hands. Just surround Jason with your hands in his aura through the power of the Christ within us. We see Jason in the perfect and honorable condition, filled with self-worth, self-reliance, and ready to take on the world again. Jason, you can do it. Jason, you can do it. Look into the light, look into the future, find your path, and follow it. Right now we wrap Jason in unconditional love, and from his relatives and near companions, let them support him until he's back on his feet and going again. Okay.
Wow, Frank. Jason he had a very troubled childhood. I'm the closest thing he has to a mother figure. I've taken care of him since he's been with my daughter for 14 years they've got divorced a long time ago, but he kept me as a mother. Glenn and I have shown him, and actually my daughter have shown him more unconditional love than anybody in the whole family. He went over to Iraq. He came back with PTSD, and he's doing counseling now, and this is what he really, really needed.
Frank,
he's a really nice person. He just doesn't know where he's going, which he really needed this. So thank you. You healed him, mind and spirit and body. Yeah.
That's what works.
One more thing. Can you test for aspartame poisoning, please?
Oh, okay. You can. Where's your dowsing tool?
Well, I just want you to kind of reflect that.
Yep. Is he kind of addicted to Cokes and soft drinks and things like that?
His favorite drink is Mountain Dew.
There we go.
It's killing him. It's killing him. He will get better if you stop. If he stops drinking that stuff, he'll get better.
Very good, JP.
Okay, thank you very much. And he always gets he cannot do the drinking. He always gets in trouble. Mm-hmm. And he knows it.
Instant karma.
Wow.
Okay, now we release Jason. Going down our list here. Teresa Palmer, healing request for Susan Hanna. Susan Hanna, London, Canada. Says entities. Well, we won't even go into that one. All right. Teresa, direct your attention to Susan, and okay, there she is now. We ask her pendulums, does she have entity possession? Yes, she does. All right, through the power of the Christ within us, entities, we command you into the light. Release. Through the power of the Book of the Dead, go with the helpers. Go through the torus, through the tunnel, to your own right and proper place. Okay, now this works well on exterior entities. Let's check for indwelling entities. No, those are a little tougher to deal with. But she doesn't have that. All right, this would be the things that just influence her, make her feel bad, not be functional, prompting her to make wrong choices and things of that nature. All right, now we're wrapping her in a shield of energy. It'll bounce off any further entity intrusion until she gets her own personal power and focus. And Teresa, you can help her do that. Teresa, just drop into her now and reach right up through her crown chakra. Pull in the light of Oversoul down through her system, centering herself in her personal power. Anchor that down into Earth Mind, and she'll be fully functional again. Okay. Here's one from Christine 777. Let's see if I can get this back up here. I would like a healing. Christine Hauser, age 68, Tucson, Arizona. I'd like a healing on the bowel cancer. It is still growing and there's so much pain. Thank you. I was my mom's caretaker for 15 months, but I was not with her when she passed. I did go see her body at the funeral, wondering her low self could be in me. All right, check that first. No, it's not. You're okay. All right, Christine Hauser, 68. Check to see if she's clear. Yeah, we can go into her. All right. Now, here's something I have to make you aware of, folks. Sad as it is, I've discerned or come to the conclusion that cancer, in most cases, is an honorable way of committing suicide. It's a way of, and it may not be because of anything that's going on with her now. It could have happened 20 years ago, the shock or trauma to her system. And so with Christine, yeah, I feel it now. We go back in time in Christine's standing ways, the power of the Christ within us. We go back in time, and Christine, to that point of shock. And usually things of this nature has to do with relationships. That's all we need to say. So at that point in time, for Susan, for Christine, back in time, she makes right choice and creates a reality parallel to the one where the cancer was implanted in her. And she comes forward in the standing ways without the cancer, clearing the ways all the way up to this present situation. And in the present moment, in the 0 point, we take the energy away from the cancer that's sustaining it. We take the shock, the thought form that's creating the will to release. We clear that. Now we send healing energy to her, wrap her in healing energy, unconditional love frequencies that know exactly how to neutralize that, the growth of that cancer, and we release the energy system supporting it. Cancers have a black aura around them, and to heal cancers you have to clear that black aura away, and it's done with a burst of energy. I learned how to do this with Jane 25 years ago. We simply focus on the black aura because that's just what shields the cancer from the natural systems that would otherwise take it out. Now we put a burst of energy into that cancer. And blow it away. And instead we create the reality of health and vigor that we've created in the parallel reality. That cancer does not exist. Okay, let's see if that should work for her. All right, close. Christine. Wait a minute, as long as we're on Christine, I'd like to ask Rachel to hit that with a tone. To hit it with a tone that will blast that black aura away permanently.
Okay.
Very good. I could feel that happening. Thank you.
It was like a sonic sandblaster.
Yes, it was. We ought to remember to do that. Not only that, but it ran off all the barking dogs in the neighborhood. That's a joke. Sorry about that. Okay. Healing request, Nancy Dyke. Is that how that's pronounced? Puerto Rico. Okay, this is from Teresa. If you know this lady, Teresa, pick her up so we can find her. All right, there she is. Eczema is an allergy where a person is literally allergic to their own skins. We want to ask now to see the mental emotional cause of this pattern into our system. See the power of the conscious in us we clear and release back in time when she did not. I see her as a teenage girl, about 12 or 13, kind of frail and thin. She did not like herself. She did not like her appearance. She was afraid she wasn't going to be accepted. So we release that feeling, that thought form, and clear the predisposition to eczema from our body, from our skin, from our system. Through the power of the conscious in us, we wrap her in an energy field that neutralizes and clears that reactive field that she tried to shed. Release that. Now we see it. Now we wrap a cooling, healing, soothing energy. It moisturizes and neutralizes. Through the power of the conscious in us, we see this Nancy Dyke in the pure and normal condition. Wrap that energy field. It's already starting to subside. All right, now release that. We have Janet Smith, Atlanta, Georgia, severe arthritis, stomach, intestine, ulcers, maybe cancer. All right, I feel the instant we tuned into her, I felt a real resistance in my throat. Almost like there's something she literally wants to throw up out of her system. Mm. We want to clear now and release from Janet Smith the memory of that situation that caused her the arthritis, which is simply a response to something that's a situation that she can't move forward in, that locks her into this negative condition, and her body responds with arthritis. Through the power of the conscious in us, we release Janet from that time and space, go back in time and cleared that event or events. It feels like the long-term thing. Release her, clear her up, and clear up the stomach and intestine ulcers. This is just simply rejecting those energies that are stored in her system. Clear the energies out. We're creating a vortex now, a green vortex whirling down from above her head down through her all the way into the ground, just sucking this all the negativity and the mental emotional cause with it. Oh, great. Now you already feel her getting lighter. Thank you, everyone. That's good. Good visualization. Now we close to that. Okay, healing for Stuart Noble, Forres, Scotland. Heart arrhythmia, angina, having a heart stop and restart today in a few hours. How old is he, JP?
He's 57.
All right. We drop into him, into his system. All right, we see a pattern. Who downloaded from his parents and ancestors. If you live to be 60, you cheated the Reaper. We want to release that from him now. There's no reason why he can't live to be 100. Let go of the family program to check out early and get out of the rat race. Release it. We're clearing that heart of those blockages. Very good. All right. Now, Stuart, you've had your warning, so now take care of yourself. Exercise, eat right, lose that weight. Find the reason for living. It gives you joy and opportunity. Look forward. All right, now close. Okay, I have one in Boise here. This is Jasmine Muscle. Jasmine is 14, and she has a bad thrush or candida in her throat. In fact, it's more severe than that. It's bacterial invasion, and it's weakened her to the point where it hurts to eat. And when they were trying to treat her with antibiotics, it made it worse. And so what we have to do with this condition, and it's not one condition, it looks like about 3 conditions. She have a tremendously weakened immune system. Now that immune system sits right underneath the upper chest in the thymus gland area. And when I tune into Jasmine, I feel a heavy pressure on her chest, like in response to emotional things that happened in the family. And it suppressed her immune system and is allowing this condition to manifest. So we clear from Jasmine. Please clear and release the mental emotional cause. Lighten her thymus and immune system up, bring it back in balance. Now we go to the bacteria colonies that are in her throat. And also in her system. Now we go into the subtle energy system that feeds this bacteria its life force. And there's a group mind consciousness in these bacteria colonies where they support each other energetically. That's how they colonize and grow. And because they have a negative polarity, I'm putting a negative polarity field against them to neutralize their life force and their communication with each other. Feel this happening. Through the power of the Christ within us, we see Jasmine's throat clearing up. I see it in 4 or 5 days. She should be totally cleared. We're strengthening her immune system. We're encouraging her family to help keep her clear of emotional strife by dealing with their own family issues. The power of the Christ within us. Now, I know you healers, your hands are getting intensely hot on this one. And that's the big... I can hardly talk. It's like burn the life force out of those bacteria through her entire system. Jean has it down in her intestines. Take your energy down there and heal and clear. Release the life force of the bacteria colonies. Feel this flow coming into her throat now. It's a emerald green color that's neutralizing that bacteria. Brilliant emerald green. Feel her chest getting enlightened and stimulated to heal. Create white blood corpuscles in her spleen. And we wrap her in a healing energy, which we'll reinforce from time to time as we think about it. More importantly, we want this dear child to look at her reality in your family and know that everything's going to be okay. And so it is. Okay, we have Gabriel Regano, London, Canada, bowel cancer. Here again, we can do what we can, but it's his choice. Okay, you go to Gabriel's high self. Do we have permission? Do we have permission for this healing? No. If Gabriel changes situation, yes. All right, Gabriel, we're communicating to your high self now. Please prompt Gabriel to change his situation so that he can eliminate this bowel cancer and work with the doctors and surgeons to eliminate this totally from his system. We feel our communal hands around the bowels, supporting healing. Very good. Now release Gabriel. That's his choice, but we give him the energy to heal now, should he choose to do so. Clear him of fear. Okay, healing for Jacklo and Katalala in Maui has an ankle that will not heal and a broken foot. All right, tune in to Jack. It's his right ankle. All right, let's take Jack back in time to the accidents that broke his foot. And in the standing waves of time, Jack, make right choice to not put yourself in that situation that can happen. And send that energy forward. And in this case, we see the foot healing very rapidly. Ankle healing, wrapping it in that emerald green energy again, healing energy, clearing the inflammation, bringing back in the pure and perfect condition. Right now, we close. It should do it for Jack Rich. You reinforce that whenever chance you get. All right, for Tammy, Eagle Horse, thyroid cancer. She's 15 and was born with it. We'll take Tammy back intrauterine into the situation that her mother was experiencing. To the power of the Christ within us, we see this child be formed in the perfect condition. No predisposition to thyroid problems, which is triggered by her mother. The power of the Christ within us, we wrap Tammy in healing energy, bring her system back into balance, endocrine system, and any other conditions. Now we know we're getting good healing on this because our hands are extremely hot. But she can clear up now and be fine. Now we have Deanna Acuna, Long Beach, California. Left knee, fell 3 times and hurt knee. Okay, straighten that knee out. Deanna, Rachel, it's the left knee. We're going to wrap a healing cast around that knee to heal the torn ligaments, the displaced bones. Through the power of the Christ within us, we see this knee in the perfect and normal condition. Now we rotate the energy field clockwise to create a cast around that knee. So it'll stay in place. She should heal very rapidly now. And all right, that seems to be all we have for the moment. So I'd like to remind everyone out in the listening audience that these energies that pass through us come from the galactic source, the galactic field, and they work directly in the subtle energy system that surrounds all of us. It's like a plasma of energy that when it's directed with intent, and God force consciousness, which we have the power to correct and heal any situation. So all of you out there whose hands are hot and tingling now, you know this flow is passing through you, so direct it either to your own problems or to someone you want to heal. And this flow of energy is coming in has virtually unlimited capacity to heal anything, any situation, or for manifestation or demanifestation. It's all directed by your desire and will and intent through the 0 point. Well, I feel a tremendous flow of energy coming through me now, and all of us do. We're healing a lot of people out there right now. Well, that feels wonderful. All of us who are listening, pour unconditional love into this flow and direct it to any condition of anyone listening or that you want to direct it to. Now feel the flow of unconditional love come through your heart. That pure love, that joy of knowing and healing is our body signal that it's well done. And we'll see you all next Wednesday.
Oh